Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment.
Hello, guys. Welcome once again to another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And today we're talking about the reunion part one. Um, I want to ask before we go ahead and talk about how do you feel about the episode? How will you rate the episode?
The reunion, I would give it like maybe about a steaming 5. It's really a
Um,
lot going on, and it's like all of them in one room, and it's like they're talking back and forth, and you're trying to pick up what they're saying, and you gotta stop, rewind, you know, just so you can just kind of get a numption of what everybody is talking about, you
mm.
know. And I felt like Carlos was a little messy. How did
Oh
you
my
feel
God.
about it?
Yeah, for me, I would give the episode a 5 too.
Okay.
It didn't give because this is like the reunion was just like every other year reunion where most of the storyline would be about one person.
Yeah.
So it was given, okay, it's just the same thing. So I will give it also a 5.
Hmm.
5. But well, let's go ahead and talk about this reunion because when I tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I watched this episode and I was pissed off. I
Why
got
is
so
that?
pissed off. I know the episode was so annoying because first let's talk about the everybody coming in, um the dressing room, and I didn't like the way, firstly, I might not be a Destiny fan, but I didn't like the way that Carlos was talking to her when she was kind of running late. Maybe her dress, she said she had a wardrobe malfunction or something, and she
Uh,
had her stylist going to a showroom. I didn't like how he kind of made it look that, kind of. I didn't just like the way he spoke to her. It wasn't giving like he really did give her respect because I'm pretty sure that if it was someone like Melody that had a wardrobe malfunction and her dress had to be, she had to get a new dress, I don't think he would have spoken to her the way he spoke to Destiny. So I didn't like that. First of all, but
mhm.
that's by the way. Now we get to the reunion, everybody coming in. I'm gonna say, I already knew what most of them were, but seeing it really, really there during the reunion, every other person on the other side, I don't know what they were doing. Their fashion sense was zero. I'm gonna
Oh,
pick those on Melody's side. Melody's dress was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and I love the blue. It has
mhm.
this, the blue was very attractive to the eye, so
Right.
I kind of loved it. And I also loved Tisha's dress. It was beautiful too. I love the bob wig. It complemented the dress. So I that's why I say every other person on that seat, probably apart from Masao, but every other person on that side of the seat, they looked absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know, maybe it seems like the team was blonde wig because I don't understand why everybody was on a blonde wig. We had Miss Nell on a blonde wig. We had Destiny on a blonde wig. We had Melody on a blonde wig, and I love this. I love Melody's wig on her. But
Mhm.
Destiny, I don't know who is that person that laid her wig or who is the person that did her wig. That person needs to be flogged because that person over bleached. I don't know how bleached the person was trying to bleach it, but it over bleached the hair. I was like, what the heck is this?
You said
What are you wearing?
flogged.
Yeah, she's love because I am one person. I don't make my hair, right.
Right.
I kind of I kind of barb my hair, so I'm mostly like the days I feel like I want to be on hair, so I'm mostly on wigs. So I
Mhm.
know the basics of, and I most of the times I do my wigs myself because why would I go and waste money and ask someone to install my wigs almost every time? That's like money I don't have. So I
Right.
do my install myself, little small install on my own self, and I go out to see somebody that then me, if I myself that I
Mhm.
don't have any knowledge of being a hair person, I don't do hair, I don't know anything about hair, I don't even know how to style a hair. But I know
Mhm.
that if I'm to pull my wig by myself, I will still be better than that. Then you that is a style like you because I believe she hired somebody to help her with that hair.
Right. Mhm.
You hired a team and you had somebody as a hairdresser, and the person did that to the hair. No, I was looking at the hair. I was like, what was the concept? Like, I didn't understand the bleaching because I think she over bleached it. The hair was looking so tacky. Look at everybody's hair. When the place they parted it, it was looking smooth and fine. But hers were looking like if it was the hair was confused. you know. So that's why I said the hairdresser has to be flogged because that's not something you should be making a mistake as a hairdresser at this age and time. Again, so that's why I said the hairdresser was flogged. Kimmi, when it comes to
Mhm.
Kimmi, whoever is also a hairdresser also needs to be okay. Probably I might pardon that one, but she needs to be cautioned because why the heck will you put in a wig and the wig is so close to her eyebrows? Who lays a wig like that?
Making your forehead look smaller,
It's come on, why
Gosh.
would you put a wig on somebody and put it close? Like, didn't she feel discomfort? Because I know that if there's a certain level where I pull my wig, right, and
Uh,
if that wig gets lower than that, all through that day, I will feel so much discomfort on my hair. And you put that glue and everything close to
oh
somebody's like, no.
no.
I was like, man, that her hairdresser has to be fired. Her stylist has to be fired because I didn't understand the concept of her dress. I was confused. In short, I didn't know what was going on in
I
that
don't know.
dress.
They kind of look like they were going like to a ball or something, or graduation, high school graduation, or you know, I I I, I I don't know. I don't know.
And
Maybe that's. Go ahead.
Miss Nell, half
Uh,
dress. I don't know whether she was choking or dying inside because it felt like she couldn't breathe. She was just like I was like, help this lady, is she breathing in those clothes? And one thing I don't like is I know everybody wants to be fashion. One thing I don't like is when you wear a dress and you're literally not breathing. Like you're fighting for air. You're like you're not comfortable. Why would I wear a dress when I'm not comfortable?
Yeah, especially when you got to sit. But you could say the same thing for the suits because Martell couldn't sit either. You see how he flopped down with his legs
Oh
stiff.
my god. It's coming to Martell because Martell was my last stop. Martell was my last stop. But man, why his stop was looking okay. Um the top
That
was,
was
but when it came to the choices, I was like, what the heck? What is with Martell and wearing tight trousers? Like I don't understand. Is it a
I don't
cost?
get it either. I don't like the tight suits on him. You know.
I don't
Um
understand what he's flexing. He doesn't have muscles anymore.
oh wow. That's almost like a girl
Yeah.
who used to have boobs and lost weight and she doesn't have those boobs anymore, huh?
He doesn't have those muscles anymore. So why the heck is he flexing that? Why is he flexing what he doesn't have? It's very like when I saw the trousers, it was like, what the heck is this guy wearing? Like, what is why? Why?
Yeah,
You
that
know what? For me,
that's the
the
way
only
he
people that I
dresses. It just
yeah,
seems
the
like
only
it was
people
an old suit that he pulled out, and maybe he gained a
yeah.
little bit more weight in the stomach area. And he was like, okay, I could stand up and look pretty decent in it, but once I sit down, Something's gonna pop. The button's gonna pop, the zipper's gonna pop, something's gonna pop. But
Oh
it,
my
it was just too tight. It's like skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying?
God.
I don't get it.
Well, at the end of the day, the best dress for me was Melody and Letitia. I love the both of them's dress. I love the both of them's wigs. Perfectly laid, professionally made. Like they know what they were doing. And I loved their styles. Everything about their fashion sense was amazing and very beautiful. So it was nice to see. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's now discuss about the reunion properly.
Okay.
Now, I said earlier on that I was pissed off with this episode. Yes, I was pissed off because of some certain things. Firstly, we started the episode with a throwback video of Melody and Martell. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with this motherfucker, Carlos King?
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't want to see that. For somebody that we've watched the show from the season one, we've seen how they progressed between the relationship between Melody and Martell and how it has gone so bad, so worse. Why do I need to sit down there? I felt bad for Melody because me, there's no way I would sit down there and somebody played a repeat of my life in a such a way like for me, I felt that it was a bad thing for Carlos to have done because I didn't understand why he had to play those key moments. It did not make sense. And what pissed me off was when they now asked Martell, do you T-shirt, why would you even ask? Did you miss? What are you missing?
Huh.
What stupid question is did you miss? Did you miss what? It's been how many years now?
At least 5, huh?
It's been how many years? So why are you asking? Did he mean? What is he supposed to? If he and the oh my god, I'm gonna cuss in today's review, so everybody should not be surprised if I'm cussing because that's how pissed off I'm up on this episode. Now, Carlos King asked that very foolish question. Then we had the mofo answering, saying, oh, yeah, I missed that moment. I missed this moment in our life. You an idiot for even opening that dirty mouth of yours to say you missed this moment. You miss what? If you missed something, you shouldn't have carried your legs and that thing in between your legs, dangle it, and every woman you see outside. If you missed that, you shouldn't. There's some certain things you shouldn't have done. Don't come out here and be like, "Oh, I missed that." Fuck it. You don't miss nothing. Nothing. It's just for, oh, let it be like I said I missed something. I miss it. And I love Melody's response. I don't care. I don't effing care. If you like, play me. It's a moment of, yeah, done, dusted, get over it. I came, I conquered. I loved that. It was so shady of Carlos to play it and so stupid of Mattel to respond, oh, I missed it. With all the things you've put that lady through, you missed what?
Yeah, I just felt like that was just a straight dig, at Melody's past. Like, this is not heaven, and you don't need to reveal every step of my life. You know, all the worst parts in front of me. We've already been through this. I would have told Carlos, I would have looked at him and said, why are we talking about old shit? Can we move on? You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? At least move on to 2023, 2024. You know,
Yeah.
shit. Because, telling me, showing me this and showing the studio audience something that they witnessed themselves, then here I am looking beautiful and regal, and you're going to bring this shit up, you know? So that just kind of made me like, oh, he is just shady as hell, And of course, we know Martell misses the life he had with Melody because his life has never been the same since, no
Mhm.
matter what he does,
Uh-huh.
because he's always making the wrong fucking choice, you
Mhm.
know. And he's going down this rabbit hole where he's just gonna keep on tumbling, because it doesn't seem like he's learning anything. There's a lesson to be learned in all this, but he's just not getting it, because he doesn't want to get it. All he keeps
Mm-hmm.
saying is what she did to me, how she's doing me, how she's treating me. Like, what? How do you expect her to treat you? You just drug her and slammed her all over national television. How the hell do you expect this woman to treat you? You know, that kind of
Mm-hmm.
pisses me off about him. It's like, I just want to fucking shake him, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or just reach back and just slap the shit out of him. Because, like, when are you going to get it?
Mm-hmm.
You made all these choices, and this is the trickle down effect.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to rewind and go back and
You're
make
right.
shit up, and like, no, life doesn't work like that. It takes
Mm-hmm.
30 it takes 30 seconds to think. You can either think about, hey, if I make this move, what's the positive on this? If I make this move,
Mm-hmm.
what's the negative on this? Weight the pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't.
Yeah.
He was just like, hey, I'm not gonna get caught. And if I get caught, I could talk my way up out of it. I could charm my way up out of it. Hell, sometimes that don't work all the time when you're married. Because one person has enough, they give you too many chances.
Yeah.
So Carlos is just really fucking shady. And he didn't need to do that for this reunion because there was already enough shady shit going on. During these
Mm-hmm.
last episodes, it was enough to carry the reunion without him doing that.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it was just in bad taste and disrespectful.
Mm. Yeah. And now let's go to the most part that pissed me off, especially in this episode, right?
Oh,
We came down to the question of the revenge piece stuff. Oh my God. Martell must be the most delusional, misogynistic, narcissist in this life.
yeah, but Maurice is right along with them. I mean, not Maurice, Marceau, because like they were asking Marceau the question about him
Mm-hmm.
and Martell, and he went into, well, like, I can't respect a guy who does the, like, that wasn't the question. We hadn't even gotten to that part. You know what I'm saying? So he's the one
Mm-hmm.
who basically bought it back up.
Oh.
You
Now,
know, which I thought was just like, damn, what a bitch move. You know what I'm saying?
but you know what pissed me off in this episode very well. I'm gonna state two things. Firstly, when they were talking about the revenge based stuff, the audacity of Martell to literally say he never felt like he did anything wrong. Yeah, that guy is supposed to be feared. That is somebody you should run 440 away from. That
Oh
is
yeah.
someone you don't want to have anything in connection to. Because people that have that kind of mentality are not people that you should be around or do anything with them. For him, and I was like, what the heck is this guy thinking? When he went as much as being like, oh, I didn't do anything. After all, she was the one I sent it to. Isn't it her that's in the video? So if I wanted to do bad, why did I send it to her? She's the one I sent it to, and she's the one in the video. And man, this guy be cray cray. Because what is I sent it to her? She's the one in the video, so it shouldn't mean anything. I'm like, the text message you sent before you send the video matters because at the end of the day, context matters.
Right.
Yes, you could send it to her to like please her, like maybe when spouses send each other's nudes or whatever, or pictures to keep their partners, aroused or whatever. It's understandable. But at this time, you're not dating, you're not married,
Right.
you're not even friendly. So why did you send her this thing with a threat in it? Then you say, oh, it's not wrong. As far as the threat is there, it's like, babes, if you do anyhow, if you say anything, if you do anywhere, I'm gonna expose this. There's already a threat of it being exposed. And that's the fucked up part about
Right.
it. And Martell sitting down there and telling me that he felt like he did nothing wrong, it already proves the kind of person he is. That he's not somebody, his head, so it's like about 10 screws must be loosed in Martell's head. Because if still at this year, okay, they shot this thing around October or so. As at October, and this did happen in January last year. As at
Mhm.
October last year, you still feel like you did nothing wrong, man. You have a very, very big problem. And you know what, mate? Do you know what came to my head? I said, every and you is on this cast members that sat down and said Mattel is their friend, they also are a problem.
Right.
Because if you should have and follow a friend that has that kind of mentality, there is no way in this planet Earth you can convince me or even confuse me that you also don't have that kind of mentality. If you had that kind of mentality, that means the Fletchers have that kind of mentality. Marcel have that kind of mentality. Maurice has that kind of mentality. And it's the most disgusting thing I've ever experienced. And another thing that pissed me off so much when it came to the revenge piece stuff was the fact that the cast members were literally exposing themselves. We had Masa being like, "Yeah, we've heard about it. I've heard about it back then." That you wanted to expose it, you wanted to pretend that this was somebody else. And I'm like, you knew about this. Like, literally, you are trying to form a saint right now. You're trying to bring
Mhm.
yourself as a saint. You ain't no saint. Anybody, man or woman, and the fact that let's say I'm gonna excuse the men, which they are not supposed to be excused.
Right.
The women, you heard from probably somebody or from your husbands that Mattel has a video that he wants to probably do a reverse energy in engineering thing to make it look as if Melody is with somebody else. Meanwhile, Melody is with him. And you heard that kind of thing, and you are a woman, and you sat down. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, they said back and they said, well, Martell's not that bad. He,
Exactly.
he
And
he's a
remember,
good guy.
when the arrest happened, Masao was asked by a blog or something, and he gave his quote. He said, "Free Mattel."
Right.
My thought is, motherfucker, what is free Mattel?
Huh.
You said free Mattel? You knew that is Nikompu literally wanted to probably use that video to kind of
To shame
um
her.
shame his ex-wife. You
Right.
had an idea, whether by gossip or by anyhow you got to get the information, whether from him himself or by gossip, you got it firsthand. You knew about the video and you kept quiet. Then you were asked in an interview, you were like free Martell, as if Martell was innocent and Melody was just this problematic person that wanted to just frustrate Martell's life. Men, take several seats, every one of you.
Yeah, but you know, if these guys would look at it like, hey, what if this was my daughter? What if somebody did this to my daughter in this day and time? You know what I'm saying? How would I feel? Would I would I
Because of that
protect my
reason,
daughter?
because for that reason that they know that if they look at it that if it was their daughter, they would have done something ahead. You
Yeah.
still saying that you still coming to say free Martell, it already tells. If you are in the same suit, if you are the same bunch of I'm trying not to cuss a lot. All of you are just a bunch of people, the same group. You are in the same group. And now you guys are trying to be like, oh, I lost respect for you. How are you supposed people are supposed to leave respect for every one of you on that cast? Because you knew about the revenge P, you kept quiet, you made it look as if Melody was a delusional mentor running person. Did you see the way Destiny was so quiet?
Oh, she was happy. She looked very pleased with the conversation.
No, you don't understand. I can remember the last reunion that Destiny was in at. Oh my God. Oh my God. Destiny was trying to blabber, and when she was having an altercation with Melody, and she was like, I'm gonna expose you. I have a video about you. I don't know whether you remember that reunion where Maurice was the one that told her, calm down, don't do anything stupid. Then she kept quiet. I can bet everything that was about that video.
Yeah, she probably had a copy,
Yeah.
which is
That it
so
was about that
freaking
video
weird.
that Martell wanted to expose things, making it look as if Melody was doing something with another guy. And I'm disappointed that you as a woman, mm, Destiny has come outside and said she suffered um like the our ex-husband was an abuser. You went through let's say truth, we believe you that you were everly abused in your marriage. You went through that, and you see your friend. If you went through abuse in your marriage, are you supposed to be friends with Martell?
Huh.
My God. I said that whole thing about the revenge P, from the Scots to Mattel, they can burn in hell for all I care. Because I felt so bad that to realize that most of them in that cast knew about this video before before the thing ever happened during January.
Mm.
That was very disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very
Yeah,
disappointing.
yeah, but none of them were really Melody's friend because if that's the
Mm-hmm.
case, they would have been like, "Girl, let's have lunch. Let's have some coffee or something." Or I'm on my way over to your house. Come over here real quick. They would have said something. I need to tell you this. You know,
Mm.
woman to woman. Let me tell you what's going on. They were never her friends. They were always arguing. You know, so if Melody knew something about your marriage, why would she tell you? You knew everything from the streets, from your husband, pillow talk, whatever. You heard it. You never came and said anything. If anything, you held everything against her. Like, why is she acting like that? Why does she not want to be around us? Because she knew you guys were phony friends, and that's why she made you uh television associates that she only works with.
Yeah. What you said actually makes sense. But you saying that yes, he doesn't see them as friends and they didn't view Melody as friends. But I feel like there's a certain level of when you hear that's I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's how I function. Um, if I hear something about somebody that is very outrageous, even if I'm your friend or not, and I know that it's something you need to know before it's exposed or being brought out, I think I'm gonna tell you. I don't care the level of friendship. The only thing I think I always think about before I tell people is maybe cheating spouses. That's the only thing I think for me. I used to put boundaries up of not kind of telling you even if you're my friend. But this one is man, and I wonder why is Martell not fired from the show?
I don't know. Maybe because he brings in some of the ratings, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
whether it's good ratings or bad ratings, people want to see what is he doing now. Has he got himself together? Or what kind of mischief is he still creating?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the reason why they keep him around, you know. But now with the new developments that you showed me, who knows what's going to happen to his on the show? You know what I'm saying? Because will he have a storyline then?
Man, this whole episode was so chaotic. And then when they asked Martel, were you found guilty? He said he pled guilty. And Melody
Hmm.
said he pled guilty. Now I
Hmm.
don't know how the justice system works over there. So do you plead guilty and still have the chance to appeal?
Um, you know what? I'm really not too sure, but it does not sound right. You know, you you enter a plea. It's either guilty, not guilty, or no contest, meaning that I'm not gonna answer. It's like standing on your Fourth Amendment right. You know,
Yeah.
um. So I, you know, he must have a damn good lawyer if he could appeal that after he pleaded guilty. Or
Mm,
maybe the court system is just giving his ass enough rope to hang himself. You know,
mm,
it's like, okay, you pleaded guilty. Oh, so you want to appeal it? Okay, let's see how more you can incriminate yourself on this and some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
So he's playing a dangerous game. You know, he's playing a dangerous game.
Yeah. I mm, I want to calm myself down because I don't want to cause anymore.
Okay.
Um, um, okay. Um, I'm glad that Melody took whatever that happened with a face that you will not be able to decipher because some people needed that. Um, I loved it for Melody. In short, I love the way Melody just composed herself. No too much shouting. She wasn't exchanging with anybody. I kind of loved it. I kind of love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
she wasn't allowing them to take her out of her character, or disturb her peace. Because, all this conversation has been said before. How many different ways can you put it? You know what I'm saying? So this is
mhm,
like going over uh some old shit, you know. You already know how I feel about it. You know what kind of comments I'm going to say. I can't add more rebuttal to it because I have rebutted myself out, you know? And at this point, it is what it is,
mm,
you know? So she's in a place where she's not letting any of the cast, especially Martell, disturb her peace. She just told him, hey, don't talk to me, you know, which was a slap in his face because he doesn't like the word no, you know, because he feels like that's an embarrassment,
mhm. Yeah.
but
Now yeah,
oh, go ahead.
let's move forward and let's talk about a DUI. Um, now when I say Maurice needs to be slapped. He was asked first. He said, "Oh, they stopped me," and the policeman was suspecting, like as if he was wrongfully stopped.
Right.
That's how we made it. And and to find out that he hits a pole. He's lucky it was a pole. What if
Shit,
it was a human being?
you got to be awfully drunk or impaired to hit a damn pole. Come on.
Right? You hit a pole, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And
like where I live,
yeah.
it's like there's areas where there's not like street lighting. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
even in the dark, I know the road. I know how it turns. I know, you know what I'm saying? Because I've traveled the road so many times in the daytime, you know. Now, if I'm impaired and I'm traveling those roads, I may not be so quick. to, oh, let me turn right. I'm supposed to turn a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, because of the way the street is swinging. I'm just saying he had to been plenty impaired to hit a damn pole.
Hmm.
Did he total it off the car?
I don't think so. They didn't say anything more.
No, he didn't. But I'm just saying, you hit a pole, you're going to have some damage on your car. Your car is not going to be the same anymore, you know? So knowing that you done hit a pole, you know, what could you blame it on? Could you blame it on, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm tired? You just left from partying, drinking, and celebrating, you know? And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you still probably smell like alcohol, you know? So did he deserve that DUI? I think so.
Very much.
I think
Very, very
so.
much.
Because, what if he did property damage, or ran into parked cars and somebody might have been sitting in their parked car? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody trying to cross the street and thinking that this person sees them and this person is out of their mind, because they're trying to pull it together because they're trying to drive straight, knowing that
Mm.
you're way beyond. Why
Yeah.
didn't you just get an Uber? You got money. Why didn't you get a cab?
Mm.
So I don't understand. I don't understand. But yeah, I think he deserved that DUI.
Yeah, I very much, listening to everything he said, I very much agree with you that he
Mm.
deserved the DUI. Now, what was so much as outrageous in today's episode was the energy they had for Melody over the DUI.
Yeah.
It was so disturbing, very, very disturbing. Like, imagine you, man, man. And when he was asked by Carlos, when Carlos also was being shady, right?
Mm-hmm.
How how the incident happened. Was he driving alone? Blah blah blah. You know why I laughed at Kimmy and I'm like, "Whoa, this gay lady has a strong way." He for you and him met at the Black event party that Black was organizing during that period. Then
Right.
you both of you left together, but he got to the middle of the road and was like, "Oh, I gotta do something." Then you were like, "Oh, okay, baby." Then you went home and slept on the bed alone. Wow.
None of that story makes any damn sense to me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make any kind of sense. You know, whatever happened, she's keeping it under wraps. She doesn't want it out. You know, she's holding on to it,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna cover for him no matter what.
No matter what, yeah,
Yeah, no,
exactly.
yeah. No, what I got pissed off at when Maurice was, talking to Melody, it's like, didn't you guys already discuss this? Now you want to get on the reunion and you want to say how disappointed you are because now it just shows her true character. Like, what? Hold up. Didn't she come to your office and you guys discussed it? She apologized and you apologized. So what, those apologies meant nothing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that kind of pissed me off. That, to me, that was like, only females do that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, I'm sorry I bumped into you. Oh, I'm sorry I bumped into you too. But then you get with your friends and then you want to talk shit. And then why were you even talking shit? Because if Melody was married and had a husband on that stage that had her back, would you have been attacking her like that? I think not. But by Melody being there by herself, Martell is the ops because he's not gonna protect her, or come to her defense when another dude is talking all this crap. She's still the mother of your children. And you're not supposed to let no man, no matter if you're not together with her or not, you're not supposed to let no man talk shit to her like that or make her feel bad about her character. No matter what y'all got going on, you're supposed to still protect her because she's still family. It may be a distant family member, but you're still family. So that kind of made me mad at Martell too. I was like, he just gonna sit back and just listen to this shit. And Maurice, like, dude, come on, you guys already discussed this. you know
Yeah.
so that just kind of made me a little on edge, like, the same shit again. Like, didn't you guys resolve it? What makes me mad about this is when they resolve something, they bring it back up on the reunion like they never talked about it, you know and that just kind of throws me for a loop.
Mm. Yeah. Everybody, man, everybody on that cast member was shitty. Everybody,
I agree.
every single one of them was shitty. And all of a sudden, Mel is making her own. Sorry, not Mel, Destiny. I don't want to talk about her. Never talk about her. Let's move forward. Kimmy kind of pushing hard on Melody, even when she knows what's going on, pushing hard for Melody against both Marcel and Maurice. I was very disappointed. Like I say, yeah, all through the episode, I was disappointed in everything. I was just watching, my mouth was dropping, and I was like, wow, wow. Who needs enemies when you have people like that?
Yeah. It's just another case of me saying that, hey, now you got your spouse with you. So now you want to talk loud, jump bad, you know, and try and cross reference shit and say, well, I didn't think that this was like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Didn't we already talk about this, little girl? you know, Shut up. I just, oh, Kimmy just made me mad because Kimmy, you wasn't even getting that bold and bad when it was just the two of you guys, you and Melody, at the little club or wherever y'all was, sports bar, when you asked Melody, well, about the lipstick comment, and you know what I'm saying? You wasn't even getting that bad about anything. You act
Mm-hmm.
like you was there trying to get answers. And then when Melody
Mm-hmm.
just said, hey, you know what? I'm just not going to answer that. I'm not answering no questions about you. Do I think that your husband is cheating on you? I'm not answering that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But
Yeah.
I have the right to ask questions, and I figure I'd come to you since this is what I heard. I would rather for a person to come to me and ask me something about what they heard than to go around spreading shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you come to me and you ask me, hey, living for my girls, this is what I heard. Is this true? And you give me the chance and that opportunity to explain or let you know my side, and then from that, you do
Mm-hmm.
your research. If you're that interested, do your research. Find out what you need to find out. Come to your own conclusions. But I appreciate when you can come to me and ask me about something, then instead of taking everything at face value, and now you're outside being the mouthpiece, you know?
Yeah.
But then when you confront me about it, then I see you again and you happen to be with your significant other, so now you feel powerful. Now you want to talk shit. Huh. Ooh, Melody's a good one, I swear.
I watched the
She,
episode. I was like, thank God she bounced out of there.
yeah, she's an angel because I don't think I could have sat on that stage. My fists would have been clenching. I would have been grabbing my dress, digging my nails into my own skin. Because see, I know how I am. Melody's good, I swear. She is. She has the patience of an angel. Because I mean, I wouldn't have argued with them, but I would have just told they asses. Like, why are you bringing up the same ass shit? You feel powerful because your dude's right there, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I understand. But you wasn't coming to me with that same energy when we met alone. So what's up with that? They'd have been like, living for my life. Put your earrings back on. Put your shoes back on. Oh, shit. But yeah, I just thought it was just redundant for Kimmi to want to jump bad all of a sudden.
Yeah. Um, and the energy that Kimmy was giving towards Melody, right, when she was fighting with Melody and bringing out the BBL stuff, very disappointing.
Oh,
Imagine, I can name so many low moments during this episode. So many low moments, and this is one of them. For
you know
somebody
what?
to trust you enough, yeah, go ahead.
Whatever her personal issues are with her body, if she did it or if she didn't do it, why the hell are you bringing it up? You see what I'm saying? Why are we talking about my personal flaws when you supposed to had a problem with me talking about your husband? Now you want to dig real, real low, huh? See, I didn't like that. I just thought that was just some, let me attack you because you just look so radiant. You looking too beautiful over there. Let me just attack the hell up out of you because I can't, because my husband's right here. He's gonna have my back. Carlos ain't gonna stop me because this is drama. He loves this shit. You know, I was just disappointed in Kimmi. For
Mm-hmm.
Kimmi to be as old as she is, you would think that, okay, let me have a little bit more tact about myself. Let me restrain from the things that I possibly want to say. I'm not here to embarrass you. I'm here to, you know, answer the questions, say the facts that I know,
Yeah.
but I'm not here to beat you down and destroy you. Make somebody think that, hey, you got some fake shit on,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be fake boobies, fake booty, you know, whatever it is. I'm not here to destroy you. I'm here to just talk. This is a reunion. But if you want to meet in the boxing ring, I'm down for that too.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I was just really disappointed in Kimmi because, she's the oldest female on there, ain't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what? Okay, let's say something.
No, I was just gonna say she's the oldest female on there. She acts like one of the youngest.
Mm. But what is your takeaway about this episode?
Don't trust a bitch. No, I'm just playing. My takeaway. Shit. I just hope that they get to the other parts and quit showing us stuff from the beginning Because we
Mm-hmm.
were all there. We already know what happened. We all know how we got here. You know, quit trying to belittle Melody because that shit ain't cool. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody wanted to do their little dragon session with her. Like for what? Because she doesn't give you guys much time when she's there taping. She doesn't really like taping with you guys because look how you guys are. Shit, I wouldn't want to either. So I'm just hoping that for the rest of the reunions, part 2 and 3, I'm hoping that they
Mm-hmm.
got down to some serious stuff, which happened within this season. I don't want them to
Yeah.
reach way back anymore. I don't want them to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm hoping for.
Oh, man, it's what I say that I was disturbed, tired about this episode. I was um it was so disappointing, so shameful.
Mm.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it more again. I don't know. Do you have anything to say? Because
Well, I can't wait until we see Ken them, and Sunny. I want to see all this. I want to see what all that's going to be about. And I meant it. If Ken marries Trish, I will show my face. But I don't think that's going to happen.
mhm.
But we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, we'll see.
They have to get married. I ain't talking about getting back together. I'm talking about
Mm,
marriage. I'll show my
yeah.
face.
All I would say is that actually, reunion, I was like, what the heck is going on here? What the heck? Or let's talk briefly about the trailer for next week's episode, where we see the continuation with Melody and Latisha, with and some other things that are being brought up. Do you feel like the part two will also be argumentative as the part one?
Do I think that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what that question.
At this point, I just want the show to be done. I'm really proud. Watching this episode, I was like, I'm really proud that Melody, sorry, only left. Because every one of them and everything they do is just bullshit. Um, I'm really glad that she left. Because it doesn't make sense for them to do all those things and for her to still be working on or with or under them. It doesn't uh,
Yeah, I
make
just
sense
wish.
at all.
Yeah, I just wish her luck, and much success. And protect your mental health because mental health means everything. If you don't have mental health, you can't take care of your health. So I wish her the best, and I wonder who they gonna blame for they shit next season. Are they gonna be like Trump and say it was Biden?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, at the end of the day, let's just wait and see how that will play out. Let's see whether there's going to be a fight. And I can't just wait for next week episode to come. In short, I can't wait for the whole show to be over with. Um, well,
Okay.
is there any other thing we forgot or something so that we can just say it briefly before?
No, I
I think
think
me, I can't remember, but
no, I think we basically covered everything.
okay. Well, thank you guys once again for joining us. Thank you, Crisis Live, for joining us today. I do appreciate. Join us same time next week for another review and recap of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, the reunion. We'll see you guys tomorrow for my estimate time. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.